Please be seated, everyone. Students, faculty, family, friends, staff and honoured guests, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Herbert Wertheim School of Optometry and Vision Science 2026 Commencement Ceremony. A few housekeeping notes before we begin. Please turn off your cell phones. We are here to celebrate your graduates' achievements and ask that you keep disruption to a minimum. Fire codes forbid standing in the aisles. Have no worries about taking photos, as we have a terrific photography team here today who do a phenomenal job capturing the joyous moments today's ceremony will bring. Restrooms are located in the lobby as you exit out the back of the auditorium. If at any time you need assistance, please seek out one of our volunteers in the bright blue shirts. I'd like to acknowledge that UC Berkeley sits on the territory of the Huichin, the ancestral and unceded land of the Choqueño-speaking Ohlone people, the successors of the sovereign Verona Band of Alameda County. On this very special day, we are here to honour 6 candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Vision Science and 61 new Doctors of Optometry. Students, while today marks the end of one phase of your education, Commencement also signifies the beginning of a new phase in your lives. Each of you has worked so hard to reach this beginning, and this is a day to celebrate as a new PhD in Vision Science or as a new Doctor of Optometry. You have endured and persevered. You have negotiated extraordinary demands. You have excelled. Your experiences will forever make you more resilient and creative in coping with whatever life may throw. Today is a special day to celebrate with your peers, with your family, and with your friends, all of those who supported you in so many ways, and we're all here to applaud your accomplishments. To the PhD graduates, you are the pioneers of new knowledge. We look to you for the bold innovations that will redefine eye research and vision care. You have already begun to untangle the complex mysteries of sight, and we are confident that you will continue to bring the wonder of human vision into clearer focus. To our Doctor of Optometry graduates, today you become optometrists, joining a profession dedicated to caring for one of the most precious of our human senses, vision. You are entering the profession at a time when optometry is one of the most rapidly expanding and dynamic healthcare professions in the country. The Herbert Wertheim School of Optometry and Vision Science invests in both its educational and research training programs and advocates a strong commitment to lifelong learning and problem solving for all of its graduates. We are proud of our graduates. You are the product of the finest public university in the world, and the Herbert Wertheim School of Optometry and Vision Science is committed to your continued growth and supporting you after graduation as alumni of the best optometry school in the world. Well done, graduates. I would like to take this time to especially welcome and applaud your family members and friends. Without their love and support, all of this would not have been possible. I know they're proud of you and I share their pride. Thank you, family and friends. Next, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our distinguished guests. Seated with me on the stage here are Dr. Lisa Garcia-Bedoya, Vice Provost for Graduate Studies and Hitchcock Dean of the Graduate Division, as well as Dr. Michael Harris, Associate Dean and Clinical Professor Emeritus of the Herbert Wertheim School of Optometry and Vision Science, and Mayor Emeritus of the City of Pleasant Hill, California. And also Dr. Rochelle Lin, Associate Professor at the Southern California College of Optometry and President of the California Optometric Association. Also in the audience, we are pleased to have members from the Doctor of Optometry class of 1976, who are celebrating their Silver Bear anniversary, marking 50 years since their graduation from the Doctor of Optometry program. And there's more. We are pleased to welcome members of the class of 1966. In the mid-60s, Berkeley expanded the optometry degree from a 3-year certificate program to a 4-year degree program, granting the Doctor of Optometry degree for the very first time. These doctors celebrating their 60th reunion are the very first to graduate from our 4-year optometry program. Thank you all for joining us today. Now, I'm particularly honoured to introduce our commencement speaker. An alumnus of the UC Berkeley School of Optometry, Dr. Michael Harris earned his Master of Optometry in 1965 and was a member of the historic first class of 1966 to be awarded the Doctor of Optometry degree. His academic journey continued at Berkeley with a Master of Science in Physiological Optics in 1968, later followed by a Juris Doctor from the John F. Kennedy University School of Law in 1985. Throughout his distinguished tenure as Associate Dean and Professor, he has shaped the careers of thousands of clinicians, instructing over 50 courses, supervising 80 OD theses, and mentoring 33 residents. For more than 3 decades, he led the Contact Lens Clinic as Chief and dedicated nearly 10 years to serving as Associate Dean for Student Affairs. As a prominent researcher in corneal physiology and contact lenses, Dr. Harris has shared his expertise globally, contributing to over 200 scientific publications. His pioneering work includes the co-discovery of the osmotic theory for contact lens adaptation. He also co-authored the seminal research providing the first scientific evidence that gas-permeable contact lenses significantly reduce corneal edema compared to traditional hard lenses. In addition to his scientific contributions, Dr. Harris has remained a steadfast benefactor to our school and the broader profession. Through his establishment of multiple fellowship and support funds, he has earned the affectionate and well-deserved title of Godfather of the Big Give. His commitment to service extends well beyond our campus into the realm of civic leadership. Dr. Harris has served 5 terms as Mayor of Pleasant Hill, California, during a 20-year tenure on the City Council. His leadership roles have included serving as President of the East Bay Division of the League of California Cities and Chair of the Contra Costa County Mayor's Conference. In recognition of his service, he was named Mayor Emeritus of Pleasant Hill upon his retirement in 2022. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished guest, Dr. Michael Harris.
Hello and good afternoon. Dean Bentley, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family and friends, and especially the class of 2026. Dean Bentley, thank you again for inviting me to be the commencement speaker this year. I am humbled and honored by this selection. As the Dean mentioned, 2026 is a milestone year for Berkeley Optometry and for me personally. It's the 60th anniversary of the granting of the Doctor of Optometry degree by UC Berkeley. Up until 1966, optometrists graduated from optometry with a Bachelor of Science degree in a 3-year program. Then in 1966, the university approved a 4-year Doctor of Optometry degree, with the final degree being the Doctor of Optometry degree. And I was one of the first 4 students to get that Doctor of Optometry degree offered by the University of California. So it's been 60 years since I stood on a stage like this and received the first academic Doctor of Optometry degree. I know I don't look nearly old enough to have been an eye doctor for 60 years, but I am. When I graduated, little did I know how much our profession would grow over the next 60 years. In those days, optometrists could not even use diagnostic drugs to dilate the eye to get a better look at the back of the eye. Over the past 60 years, our profession has grown by leaps and bounds. Today, you young doctors of optometry are able to use a variety of drugs and therapies to treat your patients' many eye ailments. Optometry was a great profession when I graduated in 1966. It's an even more important profession today. I can say with 100% certainty that you, the class of 2026, are the best educators, doctors of optometry in the world. Now, I know I say that every year to the graduating class, but this year I really mean it. I know each and every one of you has worked hard over the last 4 years to reach this goal. I am so proud of what you've accomplished in each and every one of you. And at the end of this ceremony, I will be proud to welcome you as colleagues into our wonderful profession. Please continue to make me proud of you throughout your professional careers. And to those of you receiving a PhD in vision science, I'm proud of you as well. You have a responsibility to use your knowledge and skill to improve the basic understanding of vision science and its clinical applications. You have an obligation to make cutting-edge discoveries that will provide better vision care and may, in the future, cure or alleviate vision ailments. All of you have been educated and trained by the best optometric and vision science faculty in the world. And I should know, since most of them are my former students. Our school and faculty have given you doctors of optometry precious gifts that will allow you to improve the vision of tens of thousands of people in all walks of life during your career. Make the most of these precious gifts by providing the best possible vision care to each and every patient you examine. And please remember, a patient is not just a pair of eyes. A patient is a person who must be treated with dignity and respect. Becoming an optometrist was the best decision I ever made. Don't tell my wife I said that. On second thought, maybe it was the second best decision I ever made. But I have never regretted a single year of my life, single day of my life, as a doctor of optometry. And I hope you feel the same way. Imagine the impact you will have on your patients. You'll detect ocular and systemic disease before they have a permanent effect on your patients. You will help children read better and give them better vision so that they can achieve all their goals in school. As an optometrist, you will have a rich and rewarding life. The rewards of optometry are much more than the money you earn. You may not make as much money as some of your friends in technology or business, but you have rich and fulfilling lives, knowing that you have made a difference in helping patients preserve their vision. Now, vision is our most important sense, and I know that from personal experience. Not only am I an optometrist, but I'm an optometric patient. You see, I have an eye ailment known as macular degeneration. And with the help of these graduates and their faculty, I have been given tools that allow me to lead a more normal life. Now, if you want to know more about macular degeneration, parents, please ask your students to explain it to you in great detail. I'm sure they will be happy to do so, especially if you're buying them dinner. I am facing the same challenges many of the your future patients will face. And again, I'm dependent on my optometrist as much as some of your patients will be dependent on you. It's an awesome responsibility. It's one I'm sure you're prepared to undertake. And please make sure to thank your family and friends for the help through these last 4 years. It wasn't always easy, but I hope it was worthwhile. Especially thank your parents for the help along the way. Parents in the audience, please raise your hand. And thank you. I hope you, as parents, will be able to experience the same joy and enthusiasm I did when I examined my parents' eyes for the first time. What a thrill. My parents are so proud of me, as I am sure you're proud of them. By the way, you graduates can do a little bit to help offset the cost your parents paid for your education by not charging them for their eye examinations. I'm sure your parents will appreciate it. Right, parents? Yeah. You graduates have all the tools it'll take to provide the best vision care for your patients. But you have responsibilities that go far beyond that of an optometrist to his or her patients. You have an obligation to make a difference in your community, not necessarily because it'll make your community a better place to live, which it surely will, but because it will make you a better person. There's a term in Hebrew called tikkun olam. It literally means to repair the world. Each of us has a responsibility to make the world a better place than the way we found it. You will be doing so on a daily basis by providing excellent vision care to your patients, but you have an obligation to do even more for your community. As doctors of optometry, you will be trusted and well-respected members of your community. You have an obligation to continue to earn that trust and respect every day by acting morally and ethically in all things you do. Every time you make a decision, ask yourself, would my mother want to see this on the internet? Would my father want to read about this in the newspaper? If the answer is no, you know you're not making the right decision. You can and should do better. Remember, it's never wrong to do the right thing. Get active in your community. Use your time and talents to help causes that can benefit from your knowledge and experience. Supporting causes that help your community is a most worthwhile use of your time, treasure, and talent when you're not with family or patients. And please give back to the school that has given you so much in any way you can, whenever you can. Your future colleagues will be grateful. Optometrists are well known and highly regarded for their community service outside of practice. Many optometrists are actively involved in service organizations like Rotary and Lions. And yes, some even go into public service and may become the mayor of their hometown. You have been given tremendous gifts of saving our most precious sight, vision, and so much more. Use these gifts wisely. You will never regret it. Thank you, and go Bears.
Thank you for your inspiration, Dr. Harrison, those very wise words. Each year, the graduating class selects representatives from the student body and faculty to speak at the commencement ceremony. I'm very pleased to now introduce you to the class of 2026 elected class presidents, Drs. Hae Kyung Moon and Erwin Batista Sunga.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our esteemed faculty, staff, distinguished guests, our dear family, friends, and loved ones, and those far and near tuning in on the live stream. My name is Hae Kyung Moon.
And I'm Erwin Bautista Sunga. We are proud members of the class of 2026. We have had the privilege of serving this class as co-presidents together.
So it only seems right that we deliver our final mission, which is our final message together. And we are immensely honored and grateful to be able to represent our favorite class. Let me start with this. What an incredible moment today is. There are only a handful of times where the dreams of not just 61 students, but also those who love and support them, come true on the same day in the same room. Please, take a moment to look around you if you haven't already, and take it all in. After all, you've taken the time to be here. Some have traveled across the state, country, or even the globe, and a special group of us took a few challenging years to get to this stage.
You know, looking at all the proudly gleaming faces here, I'm reminded of a quote I stumbled upon while procrastinating during my studies, productively, of course, that resonated deeply with me then, and even more so as I stand here today. It goes, "If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you wish to go far, go together." Reflecting on the past few years, I'm overwhelmed by the people and the moments that brought us to this very moment. Those who instilled the core qualities of who we are, who have shaped us, and who have helped us reach the very steps of Berkeley. Our friends, family, and loved ones who are with us today, and those who may be unable to join us, but are very much here in spirit nonetheless. You gave us examples of immense empathy, pushed us to pursue our wildest dreams and goals, and made sure to ask, no matter the time of day, have you eaten yet? Our tight-knit communities, our cheerleaders, and our cavalry. You spent countless hours on phone calls or FaceTimes, depending on the generation, to hear us vent. You spent bundles of encouragement through care packages and surprised us with visits just to let us know that we can do this. Know that your efforts, both grand and small, were deeply moving. We know our journey required sacrifice from you as well. You endured missed milestones, long distances, and your own emotional labor. We certainly do not take for granted you giving us the most when we may have been at our absolute least. You are very much part of today's celebration and the reason we are up here today. And I know what you may be thinking right now. Finally, free lifetime eye exams. I unfortunately cannot legally guarantee that. You're gonna have to negotiate with your new optometrist. But jokes aside, we cannot thank you enough for getting us here, getting us through it, and celebrating with us today. So on behalf of my classmates, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you all so much. But of course, we wouldn't be the doctors we are today without our administration, clinical staff, and our brilliant faculty, who have fostered our development from interns to optometrists. You welcomed us into this institution and guided us through its halls over the years. You know, all of you up here today, dressed in your, dare I say, enchanting and ceremonial robes, and looking maybe a little too happy that we're finally leaving. There were moments during this program that I felt like I was attending a certain school for witchcraft and wizardry. I won't name it because we are on live stream and copyrights exist. But seriously, what you do here is nothing short of magic. You turned a group of timid but bright-eyed students and turned us into a cohort of self-assured, hopeful clinicians. You taught us the wondrous inner workings of vision, showed us the sorcery of bending light through optics and wielding it to navigate the eye's structures and give our patients the gift of vision. You meticulously trained us to manipulate the physiology of the eye through the potions of pharmacology. But most importantly, you instilled within us the truly magical ability to compassionately connect with our patients, that our service as providers goes far beyond ocular health, but also delves deep into the unique humanity behind the eyes. You demonstrated by example that great clinicians think critically, improve constantly, and care deeply. You showed us that this commitment to excellence and kindness isn't limited to just the classroom or clinic, but it was also there in your office hours, or the time spent way after patient care, ensuring we were supported both academically and personally, sharing not only our triumphs and victories, but also coaching and caring for us through our defeats. We are eternally grateful for your mentorship, for illuminating the way, and for passing the torch to this new generation. I know this moment will come full circle when we take the opportunity to mentor and share the magic to the next wave of timid but bright-eyed optometrists to be. Until then, thank you all so much for everything you have done for us.
Lastly, but certainly not the least, our dear classmates and soon-to-be colleagues. We did it! Getting to know and form connections with each of you and creating some of the most memorable moments have been the silver lining to this arduous ascent. In chemistry, we're taught that covalent bonds are the strongest found in nature. However, I'd like to argue that trauma bonds are even tougher, and this special group is a testament to that. We've overcome final exams that felt like end of the world. Remember ophthalmics and systemics? Those nauseating and gut-wrenching practicals, and the nerve-rattling first rule patience. Despite a challenging roller coaster ride, I could see that each of us had what it takes to become great optometrists long before completing this program, through the collaboration, commitment, and the compassion that it requires. We relied on each other through the lows of not only this program, but also our own personal strives. Through these extreme conditions, we forged lifelong friendships, a camaraderie that led us to travel across the country and even the world together, to attend conferences and concerts together, and to celebrate each other's life milestones. Next thing you know, in a blink of an eye, we have transformed from being a group of students in 489 to the full-fledged doctors of optometry. And with absolutely no bias, I truly believe that our class is the best class, and I am so lucky to have been part of it. So thank you for the unforgettable memories and lifelong friendships that will continue to flourish beyond today. So as we leave this special gathering and rejoin or create communities that await us, and as we close this chapter and embark on a new path, remember, it isn't a race, but a long road that awaits us. Though at times you may feel alone, especially as time flies by and things get busy, remember that you are far from alone, because together, with each other, our family, friends, loved ones, and mentors, we will always go further. Once again, thank you all so very much.
And congratulations to our class, Berkeley Optometry's class of 2026. Fiat Lux!
And go Bears!
Oh, you gotta turn it over? Okay. We will now turn it over back to our Dean, Bentley.
Beautiful words and sentiments. Thank you both so much. What a team. I'd now like to acknowledge the finest faculty of any optometry school in the world. Would the members of our faculty here with me on the stage and in the audience please stand so that our guests can thank you for the tremendous role you played in training our optometry and vision science graduates. Please stand. Thank you. Each year, the graduating optometry and vision science classes select a faculty member to speak to them at this ceremony. This is truly a great honour for the faculty members selected. I am very pleased to now introduce you to the class of 2026 faculty speaker, Dr. Deborah Lee Chen.
Thank you, Dean Bentley. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm going to try to turn this way so that I can address our new doctors as well. Dear class of 2026, thank you so much for the privilege and the distinct honor to speak to you one more time, and not about my subject area, binocular vision. I'm sure you're thankful for that. So as I prepared to write this, I realized there really is no simple way to summarize the past 4 or more years like these. As you heard from your class presidents, years of professional growth, personal change, and a lot of very, very long days. You joined our Berkeley Optometry family, representing 14 states, and for some of you, starting here as a second career. You are one of our most diverse classes, with many of you being the first doctors in your families. Right? Yeah. And also for many of you, there might be something else that makes today particularly special, because this might be your first in-person graduation in several years. When you entered this journey, it was during a time of recalibration. Healthcare was readjusting, education was still adapting. And then we fast forward 4 or more years to now, and here you are, soon to be walking across a very real stage with a real hooding, wearing some very interesting robes, I'm sure, and the very real and hard-earned title of doctor. To our 6 new PhDs in vision science, wow, I mean, what an extraordinary accomplishment. You have spent the last several years not just doing vision science, but pushing at its edges. You wrestled with uncooperative data, you revised, you pivoted, and you revised again. And you've honed and sharpened that unique kind of tenacity towards scientific inquiry. And as Dean Bentley, as Dr. Harris said, we are all so proud of your incredible accomplishments. Congratulations. Now, to our doctors of optometry, you figured out how to be a student while outside of this Berkeley bubble, life just kept continuing. Some of you got engaged, some welcomed new family members, and others navigated profound personal challenges, wrestled with global events or unexpected loss. For some of you, looking out into this crowd or at the live stream, there may be some faces missing, people that you deeply envisioned would be here to see this moment. You know, life has changed in ways that you didn't choose, but please know that their influence is woven into the very fabric of the doctor that you are. Despite these challenges, as your class president said, your class persisted together. You made room for brilliance, for laughter, and for joy. Your collective personality is etched into the history of the school. We experienced it most tangibly every year at an event called Skit Night. It's a reflection of your creativity, your camaraderie, and your deep bonds. And in particular, mad props to Seth, Andre, and VMC. Do you want to stand? These 3, they are powerhouses. They coordinated these skits, including this year, their final year together, even when they weren't necessarily geographically together. With the rest of your class, you all reminded us that a heavy workload doesn't have to mean a heavy spirit. So class of 2026, in clinic, we watched you grow from enthusiastic and bright-eyed students to steady and thoughtful clinicians. Somewhere between first-year pre-clinic with Dr. Chu and fourth-year clinic and rotations, a shift happened. You stopped memorizing and you started applying. You stopped asking what's the right answer, and you started asking, how can I help this person in front of me? And that is the difference between the student that you entered as and the doctor that you are today. My fellow doctors, you are entering the profession at a dizzying time. Technology is changing the landscape of our profession in ways that we are just beginning to understand. And that clinical knowledge that you mastered does matter, but your unique strengths, that shared human connection, empathy, your ability to care for others joyfully and purely, and your incredible sense of belonging are what is going to set you apart. In the last 4 years, your class carried forward critical work in equity and inclusion, the kind of work that isn't flashy, it's not comfortable, it's not easy, and it doesn't necessarily come with visible reward, but absolutely has shaped us all for the better and will leave Berkeley a better place. That work for justice highlights what you do best, your compassion and your heart for your communities and your loved ones. So as you move forward, do not feel the need to have the next 10 or even the next 5 years mapped out. Whether you are among the 28 of you headed for residency, which, by the way, is a 100% match rate, congratulations, astounding. Yeah. Or you're headed to research, private practice. Some of you are returning to the practice you came from. Or maybe you're just taking a long overdue vacation. I'm sure you're looking forward to that. Remember, these choices do not lock you in forever. Careers evolve and are rarely linear. What you need to remember is to lean into what you already do best. Go high, keep curious, and keep caring. That might mean that sometimes you have to dive into the dumpster for even the possibility of an energy drink. I think you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it means you let your patients call you names just so you can take care of them. And those of you who worked with me know who that is, Peter. These are just a fraction of the lessons that you learned here and the core memories that you formed together. Keep learning, keep pressing forward, and continue having all the fun along the way. Your communities need the joy that you bring. To the families and the loved ones here, many of you are the reason these students, as you've heard, you are the reason these students were able to keep showing up, and this degree is yours too. Now, you may not know, although I kind of know, exactly how much boba, matcha, or caffeinated energy drinks that it took to get them here. I have a fraction of idea because they all showed up at my lecture. But you all understand and have lived through the sacrifice that it took to get here. And thank you, as an educator, thank you so much for supporting them along the way. Class of 2026, you are capable, you are adaptable, you are empathetic, and you are inspiring. It has been an utmost privilege for all of us, faculty and staff, to watch you grow into our colleagues and our peers. We have full confidence that you will represent Berkeley Optometry extraordinarily well. So congratulations, doctors. To quote the closing line from your own skit, take care, always, and be well.
Amazing. Thank you, Dr. Lee Chen. During this past week, members of our class of 2026 received many awards and recognitions to acknowledge their individual accomplishments. These awards and significant honours were made possible by faculty members, the school, alumni, and corporate friends of the school. The names of the outstanding award recipients are noted in today's graduation program. Please join me in congratulating the winners of the Student Awards. I'd like to make special mention of one optometry student who opted to complete a scholarly research project and will be graduating with honours in research, Dr. Molly Vane. Dr. Vang's paper was entitled Insights from the Hmong in Central California, a qualitative study in the perspectives of eye care, and they were mentored by Dr. Christine Wildset. Dr. Vang's submitted paper met the high standards required for graduate honours level work. Dr. Vang, please stand again to be recognised. The silver medal is awarded by Beta Sigma Kappa, or BSK, the International Honour Society for Optometry. Membership in BSK is reserved for students who meet the Society's high standards for academic excellence during the preceding year. Graduating members are awarded a black and gold cord in recognition of 3 years membership, or a gold cord signifying membership for 1 or 2 years. Each year, the members of the Berkeley chapter of BSK who are in their 3rd professional year select the silver medal winner from among those graduates who were BSK members for 3 years. The medalist is chosen on the basis of their outstanding academic achievement, excellence in and enthusiasm for clinical care, and dedication and service to BSK, the school, and the profession of optometry. This year's recipient has shown exceptional strength in both academic and clinical skills, as assessed by their peers and their instructors. They have exhibited a remarkable balance between leadership and compassion for their fellow students. The Dean, faculty members and members of the Berkeley chapter of BSK are proud to award the 2026 Beta Sigma Kappa Silver Medal to Dr. Caitlin Page Lee. Dr. Lee, please stand. Established in 1961, the Gold Retinoscope is the school's top honour. It is an annual award recognising an outstanding member of the graduating class who demonstrates excellence in optometric science. The recipient is selected on the basis of academic achievement, clinical excellence, leadership, and professional promise by members of the graduating class and faculty of the Herbert Wertheim School of Optometry and Vision Science. We are excited and proud to award the 2026 Gold Retinoscope to Dr. Victor Michael Samonti Kyrell. Dr. Kyrell, please stand. Our school has 2 primary missions: to train the finest optometrists and to train researchers and teachers who will create and disseminate new knowledge about the eye and vision. To meet the second mission, we offer a PhD in vision science. Today, we recognise 6 graduates who have completed their research training. All 6 of them are with us today and will be awarded their PhD degrees. These scientists are the hope of the future for new discoveries in our field. It is now my honour to invite Dr. Michael Silver, Professor of Optometry and Vision Science and Neuroscience and Chair of the Vision Science Program, to the podium. Dr. Silver, please come forward and introduce the Vision Science graduates of 2026.
Thank you, Dean Bentley. It is a great pleasure to congratulate our Vision Science graduate students on completing all of the requirements to become a Doctor of Philosophy. You have dedicated the last several years of your lives to becoming experts in your fields and making discoveries through your research. You've mastered the scientific method and have contributed to the advancement of human knowledge. At the heart of scientific research lies curiosity, integrity, and hope and optimism that the work we do will lead to a better world. The research that you have conducted represents the best of what science has to offer to society. And you've accomplished this in the face of many substantial challenges to science and to higher education. The determination, curiosity, and integrity that you have applied to your thesis research will serve you well throughout your life as a scientist. We are extremely proud of you, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Today, it is my honor to introduce our 6 graduates who fulfilled the requirements for a Doctor of Philosophy in Vision Science. Graduates, as I call your name, I ask you to come forward with your mentor or mentors to be hooded. Dean Blentley, will you please join us to take photos with our graduates? And Associate Dean Moy, would you please join us to hand the scrolls to our graduates? I'll call our first graduate, Alexander Belston. Alex's dissertation title is Efficient Coding of Color in Natural Images. He's being hooded by his mentor, Dr. Bruno Olshausen. Alex's research develops models of neural populations in the visual system with a focus on how the statistics of color in natural images shape retinal and cortical representations. He's deeply grateful to his advisor, Bruno Olshausen, for his invaluable guidance and mentorship, and to his family and friends for their unwavering support. Josie D'Angelo. Josie's dissertation is entitled Misperceptions of Motion During Visual Fixation and Smooth Pursuit. Her mentor is Dr. Austin Ruerda. Josie's research revealed a paradox in vision, a special condition where an object is moving, but humans are unable to see the motion. Her work combines human visual perception with precise eye tracking. She is thankful to her family for their lifelong love and support. She is also grateful to her mentor, Austin Ruerda, for consistently pushing her beyond her comfort zone and for encouraging her to approach research with rigor and curiosity. Matangi Kumar. Matangi's dissertation is entitled Muller Glia as a Source and Target of Lipoxin B4, Neurodegenerative and Neuroprotective Roles of Retinal Glia in Glaucoma. Her mentors are Dr. Karsten Gronert and John Flanagan. Matangi's research explores Muller Glia, glaucoma, and retinal neuroinflammation with the goal of uncovering mechanisms that support neuroprotection in the eye. She would like to thank her family, friends, and the vision science community for their unwavering support. Matangi is also immensely grateful to Karsten, John, Shruti, and Shubham for their never-ending mentorship, guidance, and encouragement of her scientific curiosity. Sonali Singh. Sonali's dissertation is Discovering a Novel AA2-based capsid for RPE transduction via intravitreal injection for retinal degenerative disease gene therapy, and her mentor is Dr. John Flannery. Sonali Singh's research brings us closer to developing genetic therapies for blinding diseases, with the dream of one day restoring sight to those who have lost it. Sonali will deeply miss the laughter and great conversations she shared with her lab mates, which formed the backbone of a truly enjoyable and memorable PhD experience. Vivian Say. Vivian's dissertation is entitled Clinical Impacts of Scleral Lens Wear on Intraocular Pressure Measurement, Ocular Surface Responses, and Patient Tolerance. Her mentor is Dr. Meng Lin. Vivian's research focuses on how scleral lens wear affects ocular surface health, intraocular pressure, and patient tolerance with the goal of advancing safety and clinical understanding across diverse patient populations. Inspired by her experience as a cornea and contact lens resident, Her work bridges clinical practice and scientific evidence to improve care for patients with complex ocular conditions. She is deeply grateful to her mentor, Dr. Meng Lin, whose unwavering guidance and support have been invaluable to her growth as a clinician scientist, and to her colleagues at the Clinical Research Center for their support over the years. She also extends her heartfelt gratitude to her husband for being her biggest cheerleader and constant source of encouragement, as well as to her family and friends for their endless love and support. Chun Xiao Daniel Ye. Daniel's dissertation is Multimodal Representation Learning with Applications to Ocular Surface Disease Diagnosis. His mentors are Dr. Meng Lin and Yi Ma. Daniel Ye's research focuses on improving the diagnosis of ocular surface disease by developing AI-assisted models that help clinicians better interpret complex ocular surface images. Working closely with Professor Meng-Si Lin and Professor Yi Ma, his work connects vision science, clinical insight, and emerging AI computer vision to support earlier detection and more informed care for patients with eye surface disorders. Congratulations again to our graduates on achieving such a prestigious milestone. Wherever your career takes you, we know that you will continue your lifelong journey of exploration, investigation, and discovery. It has been a privilege for all of us to teach you, mentor you, collaborate with you, and learn from you. And we're so excited to witness the next chapters of your lives. Dr. Lisa Garcia Bedoya, would you please come to the podium to confer the Doctor of Philosophy and Vision Science degrees?
Thank you so much. Before conferring the degrees, I want to just take a moment to say how grateful I am to have the opportunity to be part of this celebration with you. Because I confer the master's and doctoral degrees on this campus, I attend between 5 and 10 graduations every year. And I love this one. Y'all are raucous and loud and fun. But more than anything, I just really want to take a moment. I know someone asked this graduates to take a moment, but for everyone to take a moment to just feel the joy and the energy that's in this room. And for you guys to really feel that going forward into your careers, and that the care and science that these graduates are going to move forward really does epitomize the best of Berkeley and what we do to serve the public and serve the public good now and into the future. So I want to thank you for all you have done, all you will do. And it is my honor to say, by the power invested in me by the university president, it is my honor to grant you the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia Bedoya and Dr. Silva. It's now time to confer our Doctor of Optometry degrees to the class of 2026. Students, please rise as directed by the ushers. Dr. Mike Hofshire, Assistant Dean for Admissions and Student Affairs, please line up our graduates. Dr. Marlena Chu, will you please join us at the podium to present the first half of the graduating class? Dr. Mariam Naziri, please also come forward to assist with the hooding of the graduates. Dr. Lillian Wong, Associate Dean, and Dr. Kuni Kanai, Clinical Director, will present the BSK cords, followed by Dr. Michael Harris, who will present the scrolls. Once the first half of the class has been hooded and received their diplomas, we will pause for Drs. Mika Moy and Carl Jacobson to come to the stage to present the second half of the class of 2026. Finally, before we begin, Another gentle reminder to please keep the aisles clear in accordance with Hertz Hall safety codes, and so our professional photography team can do their work. Thanks for your cooperation. It's now time to present the names of the new Doctors of Optometry.
All right. Are we ready for it? Woo! Let's do it! Amy Yeon-ju on. Amy is grateful for the love and support of her family, roommates, and now husband Nathan throughout her journey in optometry school. She is very excited to be heading home to Atlanta for her residency at Emory University in ocular disease with an emphasis in cornea and contact lenses. She gives all glory to God and is thankful for those who encouraged, guided, and believed in her along the way. Anna Juliet Alcaraz Serrano. Anna is honored to be the first doctor in her family, an accomplishment made possible by her parents' sacrifices in immigrating from Colombia in pursuit of a better future. Their selflessness and resilience have shaped her into who she is, and she dedicates this diploma to them. She thanks God for his endless faithfulness and her twin sister Blanca for her support. Anna is excited to be returning home to Miami to serve her community. Victor Michael Samante Kyrell. Victor Michael would like to thank his fellow doctors of the class of 2026 for an unforgettable and meaningful journey through optometry school. He is deeply grateful to the faculty and externship attendings for sharing their wealth of knowledge, guidance, and expertise throughout his training. He also extends a heartfelt thanks to his friends and family for their unwavering support and encouragement. Joseline Calvillo. Joseline dedicates this degree to her parents, who have sacrificed their dreams so she could pursue her own. She could not have done it without the support of her parents, siblings, and fiancé. She is excited to move to Sonoma County, where she will start her primary care residency at Kaiser Santa Rosa. Emma Chu. Emma would like to thank her amazing family, friends, and mentors for their love and support over the last 4 years. She is very excited to be staying in the Bay, where she will be completing her residency in ocular disease at San Francisco Veteran Affairs Medical Center. Katie Crawford. Katie would like to thank her amazing family, friends, and mentors for their support over the last 4 years. Katie would also like to thank her classmates for making optometry school and clinic so memorable. Emily Deepme Dang.
The past 4 years have been an incredibly eye-opening journey. There were moments of challenge, growth, and perseverance, and through it all, she never stood alone. She could not have made it through optometry school without the unwavering love of her family, dear friends, and support of her classmates and faculty, and guidance of her externship mentors. Thank you for believing in her. Hajar Darwish. Hajar begins by thanking God for his countless blessings. She is honored to begin her journey in patient care, carrying with her the kindness her mother taught her, the honor and integrity her father instilled in her, and the loyalty and compassion that she learned from her brother. She extends her heartfelt wishes to her fellow graduates and looks ahead with a commitment to serve others and help make the world a better place. Anchi Dung. Anchi is deeply grateful for the unwavering support of her parents, her fiancé Cam, and his family. She is especially thankful to the mentors who guided, challenged, and inspired her throughout her journey, as well as the class of 2026, whose friendship and camaraderie made this journey so meaningful. She will truly miss everyone and looks forward to staying in the Bay Area after graduation, excited for all that the future holds. Ravina Damon. Ravina thanks her family and friends for their unwavering love and support. Their encouragement made every challenge worthwhile and every success possible. She is excited to be headed to VA Portland for her residency in primary care and ocular disease. As she looks ahead, she carries the hope for a future where all oppressed people around the world may one day live with freedom and peace. Daisy Juliet Dominguez. Daisy is excited to return to Texas to begin working in primary care, spending the summer volunteering, and giving back to the community. She thanks her mother, Maria Woodard, whose unwavering support and love made this journey possible. She is also deeply grateful for her sisters and grandparents for their constant love and encouragement. Thank you, God, and go Bears! Jeremiah Seth Elma Ivasco. Seth thanks his family, Joseph Shelby and Sean Ivasco, as well as his wonderful friends for always being right by his side throughout optometry school. He will be headed to Southern California College of Optometry for his cornea and contact lens residency. Special thanks to his girlfriend, Nicole, for being a constant pillar of love and support. No more long distance. Love y'all. Peter Hanna. Today, Peter stands grateful for every step of this journey. He is deeply thankful to his family, whose unwavering support and sacrifices made this possible, and to his friends, especially JJ Mayer, who provided encouragement, laughter, and strength along the way. Above all, he thanks God for guidance, resilience, and blessings throughout this path. This achievement is not his alone. It belongs to all of them who believed in him. Trang Hong. Trang would like to thank her family and friends for their overwhelming love and support these past 4 years as she navigated school and living in the Bay Area. She is excited to be returning home to Washington State for her residency in primary care and ocular disease at Kaiser Tacoma. She will cherish all the unforgettable memories made here and is grateful to be leaving with lifelong friendships. Michael Huang. Michael would like to thank his family, friends, his partner, and the class of 2026 for all of the support they've given him to make it through these past 4 years. After graduation, Mike will be heading off to a land far, far away called Clinic F, where he will be the E and L Bailey Low Vision resident right here at Berkeley Optometry. Grace Huh. Grace is excited for her residency in ocular disease at the Reno VA Medical Center. Many thanks to her instructors, mentors, friends, and lifelong roommates for their constant support through the rough challenges. She gives thanks to God for his constant presence and her family, both old and new, and especially her parents, for their unwavering love, encouragement, and prayers throughout this journey. Jenny Huynh. Jenny expresses her heartfelt gratitude to her mentors, friends, her mom and dad, her brother John, the Yees, and Andre for their unwavering support over the past 4 years. She could not have done it without them. This journey has been both challenging and rewarding. She plans to remain in California and is excited to begin her career providing compassionate, patient-centered care. Samantha Ito. Samantha would like to thank her family, friends, and mentors for their love and support along her journey. She is very excited to be heading to Southern California College of Optometry, where she will be completing her residency in cornea and contact lenses. Taya Evelyn Mae Jackson. Taya thanks her parents, Tebby and Todd Jackson, for their love and support on this incredible journey. She also thanks the rest of her family and friends who are here for this special moment. Taya is passionate about providing eye care to underserved communities. She will be returning to her hometown, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where she'll be working in primary care. Ashley Miyuki Kawakubo. Ashley is incredibly thankful for the love and support of her family, friends, and mentors. She's especially grateful for her parents, Jeff and Judy, and her fiance, Keishan, for their unwavering support throughout her journey. Ashley is excited to be headed to Southern California, where she'll begin a career in private practice. She wishes the class of 2026 good luck and go Bears! Michaela Mary Kuchu. Michaela thanks God for this moment, her sister for being there from the beginning, and her mom and dad for sacrificing everything to raise their daughter so lovingly. She thanks the rest of her family, friends, and mentors for believing in her, even when it was hard to believe in herself. She can't wait to continue making herself and her loved ones proud on her new journey as Dr. Kuchu. Ami Kshatriya. Ami would like to thank all of you. Ami would like to thank her family and friends for their endless love and support and dedicates this achievement especially to her mom and dad. She is grateful for the friendships she has made and the mentorship she has received throughout her journey. Ami looks forward to practicing on the East Coast after graduation and wishes the class of 2026 all the best. Vicky Kuo. Vicky would like to thank her amazing friends, family, mentors, including the Berkeley Optometry Low Vision faculty and the East Bay Center for the Blind for their unwavering support. Every person she has met along her journey has inspired her to grow and strive for her best every day. Vicky is ecstatic to be headed to the New England College of Optometry in Boston for her residency in low vision rehabilitation. Katrina Lamb. Katrina would like to thank her friends and family for their love and support throughout optometry school. While it is bittersweet for her to be leaving Berkeley after 8 years here, Katrina is looking forward to moving to San Francisco after graduation, where she will be completing a residency in ocular disease at the San Francisco VA Medical Center. Anderson Lau. Anderson is grateful for all of those who helped get him to where he is today, but especially for his parents who have supported him since the day he was born, his sister who provided DoorDash for him when he was in the library late at night studying, and to his brother-in-law, Dr. Dante Dixon, for being happier than anyone when he was accepted into Berkeley Optometry. Hannah Lay. Hannah thanks her family and friends for their endless love and support throughout this journey. Above all, she gives a special and heartfelt thank you to her mom. You are the reason she has become the person she is today, and your strength, sacrifices, and unwavering belief in her made this moment possible. This moment is as much yours as hers. Hannah wants you to know she loves you dearly. Caitlin Page Lee. Caitlin is grateful for her friends, family, and fiancé for their love and prayers, and for her attendings, mentors, and the class of 2026 for shaping her into the clinician she's become. She's excited to head to the State University of New York for her residency in cornea contact lenses and a master's in vision science. Natasha Lim. Natasha will return home to her hometown of Dallas, Texas to practice primary care optometry with a focus on specialty contact lenses. She is deeply grateful to her parents and 3 sisters for their unwavering love and support through every high and low. She thanks the Berkeley faculty for their mentorship and guidance, as well as her closest friends, who stood beside her every step of the way and for becoming an irreplaceable part of her journey. Vivi Liu. Vivi thanks God and the most important people in her life, her wonderful family, dear friends, and Nick, for their unconditional love, support, and prayers over the years. Their love is what encourages and inspires her every day to be her best, so thank you from the bottom of her heart. Oh, and of course, thanks to Ruben, her favorite dog. Love you all. Aroma Amjad Malik. Aroma is excited to begin her journey in SoCal, where she will dedicate herself to primary care and caring for unserved communities. Her passion for this work is fueled by the unwavering love and support of her family, who have been her constant source of strength and inspiration. Though the journey has had its challenges, the rewards have been immeasurable, and she's eager to see where this new chapter will take her. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Nassiri. It is now time for me to turn over the the microphone to my Aloha sister, Dr. Moy. Will you please come up to the podium to present the second half of the class? And the leader of Sons of Jacob, Dr. Jacobson, will you please step forward to present the rest of the class with their hoods? Thank you.
Karina Martinez. Karina would like to thank her family and fiancé for their love and support. She would also like to thank the class of 2026 and Berkeley Optometry faculty for helping her along the way, and wishes her classmates all the best as they take their next steps. Natasha Mari Martinez. Natasha would like to thank her family, friends, and mentors for all their love and support throughout her journey. She's very excited to be heading to Southern California, where she will be completing her residency in primary care and ocular disease at the Sepulveda VA. JJ Mayer. JJ would like to thank all the incredible friends and mentors he's met during this challenging yet rewarding journey through optometry school. Special shout out to Peter Hanna. JJ would like to note it'd be pretty messed up if he somehow gets omitted from Peter's graduation speech. JJ will next serve as a U.S. Navy optometrist for 3 years in Yuma, Arizona. He'll be giving away his coats and sweaters, so feel free to claim one. Dipali Mithil. Dipali would like to thank her family, friends, and mentors for all their encouragement and guidance throughout her journey. She would especially like to thank her parents for their unconditional love and unwavering support, which made this achievement possible. Dipali is excited to begin her next chapter with a residency in vision therapy and vision rehabilitation at the State University of New York. Hae Kyung Moon. Hae Kyung Moon would like to thank God for his unwavering grace and mercy, her family for their continued love and support, and the class of 2026 for 4 years of unforgettable memories. She's very excited to return to Boston to begin her residency in cornea and contact lenses at the New England College of Optometry. Alexia Movsesian. Alexia plans to pursue a career in private practice where she's excited to build meaningful relationships with patients and provide personalized care with an interest in the blend of eye health and aesthetics. She's deeply grateful to her family and friends for their constant love and support throughout this journey, and especially to her mom and dad, who have always believed in her and made this dream possible. She looks forward to the next chapter ahead and wishes the class of 2026 continued success and happiness. Mohammed Mahana. Mohammed would like to thank his parents, Reem, Ahmad, and his sisters for their constant love and support throughout his journey. He's especially grateful to his sister Zainab, whose path in optometry inspired him to follow in her footsteps. Muhammad is excited to begin the next chapter of his training with a residency in ocular disease at UCSF Medical Center. Peter Gun Namgung. Peter would like to thank God, his family, and friends for the support, and a special shout out to the best class and family line. Peter will head back down to Southern California and join a private practice while helping out with the family restaurant and spend more time with his 2 nieces. Peter would like to extend his gratitude to everyone he has met at Berkeley. Wing Huang Fu Mai. Mai is grateful to her parents, her husband Nick, her mother-in-law, her sister and brother, her family, her mentor Bok Kim, her work family at Walnut Creek and Vallejo Optometry Group, her best friend Alexia, her classmates, and her teachers for their unwavering support. Their encouragement helped Mai reach this milestone. Mai is also thankful for her beloved fur babies, Maximus and Malika, for their constant companionship. Mai looks forward to pursuing optometry with a passion for patient care and making a meaningful impact in her community. Tracy Wynn. Tracy would like to express her endless love and gratitude towards her family, especially her mother and father, her friends, and God for being her true anchors these last 4 years. She's excited for what the future holds for her back at home in Southern California. Janvi Shailesh Patel. Janvi would like to thank her parents, fiancé, and brother for their unconditional support and love through this journey. Their constant support and encouragement is the reason behind her success. She would also like to thank her friends and the class of 2026 for making the last 4 years so memorable. Janvi is excited to be headed back home to Indianapolis to complete her residency in ocular disease. Priyatharshini Ramesh. Priya would like to thank her amazing family and friends for their constant encouragement and support over the past 4 years. She's especially grateful to her parents for always believing in her and pushing her to be her best. She is thankful for all the friendships and memories made along the way. Priya is excited to be heading back to Toronto to start her career and continue her passion for patient care. Iman Michelle Rodriguez Fertile. Iman plans to pursue a career in primary care or community health settings. She's especially excited to serve the Hispanic community and hopes to make a meaningful impact in patients' lives. Iman would like to thank her family and friends for their constant support, and especially her parents. She truly could not have done it without them. Their encouragement kept her going every step of the way. Kimia Safavi Naini. Kimia would like to thank her mother, father, and family members present today, along with her friends and mentors for their unwavering love and support. The past 4 years have brought many challenges, and she could not have succeeded without their constant care and encouragement. She looks forward to returning to Seattle, where she will continue to pursue her dreams and bring vision, light, healing, and care to those she serves. Lindsay Mieko Sano. Lindsay would like to thank her incredible family, friends, mentors, and the UCBSO community for keeping her caffeinated, motivated, and only slightly sleep deprived over these last 4 years. She's deeply grateful for every high and low that shaped this journey. She's excited to serve patients in private practice across both the Bay Area and her beloved Central Valley. She's endlessly proud of the class of 2026. We survived, we thrived, and now it's our time to shine. Noor Sarsangi. Noor would like to thank her parents, grandparents, family, and friends for their continuous love and support. She could not have done this without them. She also thanks the members of DAR for being her optometry family and making her school experience even more special. Noor will continue her journey as the pediatric optometry resident at Berkeley, where she looks forward to helping children see clearly, just as her optometrist once helped her. Haya Adil Sheikh. At 19, Haya left Pakistan for Canada before joining UC Berkeley as an international student. She is deeply grateful to God for guiding her every step. She carries immense gratitude for her mother's unconditional love and her family's support, especially her older sister, Samin. Inspired by her late Aunt Kunwal's loss of eyesight to cancer, Haya chose optometry and now begins her journey on the East Coast, fully committed to a purpose deeper than a degree. Danielle Smurden. Danielle would like to thank her friends and family for their constant love and support over the past 4 years. A special thank you to her mom for the daily post-clinic phone calls, her husband Charlie for being by her side every step of the way, and the friends she made in school. She wouldn't have wanted to be in the trenches with anyone else. Lena Song. Lena would like to first thank God for providing the strength, guidance, and opportunities that made this journey possible. They are deeply grateful for the incredible family and friends who offered constant encouragement, support, and belief throughout their education. This achievement reflects not only years of dedication and perseverance, but also the love and support of the community that stood beside them along the way. Following graduation, Lena will continue their training through a residency at the VA Boston Healthcare System, where they will focus on ocular disease and primary care. Kitty Sun. Kitty would like to thank her mom, dad, and brother for their unconditional support. She's especially grateful to her partner, Ben, for moving from Vancouver to California with her and embracing the past year of life out of suitcases during her externships. Shout out to the friends who became family during optometry school. She truly couldn't have done this without you all. She's excited to return home to Vancouver, carrying not just a degree, but countless memories and friendships. Erwin Bautista Sunga. Erwin is thinking, act cool, don't trip, shake their hand firmly, don't forget to nod and smile. He's also daydreaming about his Portugal trip next week with his friends, family, and fiancé, who helped him not just survive, but thrive these past 4 years. Erwin would like to sincerely thank the instructors for their enduring mentorship and patience. He hopes that they have enough left to get him through his ocular disease residency at Berkeley. Susanna Tan. Susanna would like to thank her parents, sister, and grandparents for their unconditional love and support. She's also grateful to her 2 cats, Taro and Mango, for staying up late with her when she was studying. With appreciation for her friends and mentors, Susanna looks forward to starting her career in optometry and making a positive impact on her patients' lives. Lisa Tang. Lisa would like to thank her friends, family, and personal dentist for keeping her smiling through these past 4 years. She dedicates this degree to her mother, whose endless support inspires her to be a better doctor with each day. Lisa is excited to return to Southern California to complete her residency in primary care and ocular disease at Kaiser Permanente in Los Angeles. Aline Tarosian. Aline is all in for private practice ownership, dedicating her passion, attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to making every patient feel cared for. Aline expresses heartfelt gratitude to her mom, dad, and grandma for continuously encouraging her to dream big, to her fiancé for making her feel powerful every day, to her best friends for nurturing self-growth, and to her one-of-a-kind mentors for instilling a standard of excellence. Hooray to the class of 2026. Jocelyn Yu Zheng. Jocelyn is excited to return to Southern California for her residency in pediatrics and vision therapy, looking forward to help little eyes and big personalities work better together. She's deeply grateful to her family, friends, classmates, and mentors for their love and support, especially her family who inspire her every day. Thank you to Paul, Maggie, and Eugenia for all their love and prayers. It's been a rewarding journey, and she can't wait to see the class of 2026 do amazing things. Molly Vang. Molly plans to remain in California, beginning her residency in ocular disease at the Central California VA Fresno. She's passionate about serving underserved communities in the Central Valley with a commitment to improving access to eye care for the Hmong community. Molly is deeply grateful to her family, partner, and friends for their unconditional love and support, and to her mentors for their guidance. She looks forward to what lies ahead with the class of 2026. Alex Westgard Daly. Alex would like to thank her friends and family for their unconditional love and support over the past 4 years. She would in particular like to honor her mom, Carolyn, who passed earlier this year, for supporting her on this journey every step of the way. After graduating, Alex is returning home to complete her residency at VA Palo Alto in ocular disease, neurooptometry, and brain injury rehabilitation. Andre Yi. Andre would like to thank his mom, dad, and brother for their sacrifice and unconditional support through school and life. He would also like to thank Jenny, as well as his relatives and close friends, for their encouragement and constancy. He's excited to spend 1 more year in the Bay Area, completing a residency in ocular disease at the San Francisco VA Medical Center before hopefully returning home to San Diego. Brianna Yick. Brianna is very excited to be graduating and pursuing a residency in ocular disease at UCSF. Brianna would like to dedicate this accomplishment to her parents, whose unwavering love has always supported her throughout her adventures. She would also like to thank her caring grandma, compassionate friends, and soulmate Christopher for keeping her life full of love and laughter. We did it. Catherine Yin. Catherine would like to express her deepest gratitude to her family, friends, and mentors for their unwavering love and support. She's grateful to be where she is today and excited to continue her training at the VA Portland healthcare system. She will miss the boba most in Berkeley and, of course, her classmates. Go class of 2026. Rachel Yu. Rachel would like to thank her family and friends for their unwavering support, encouragement, and belief in her throughout this journey. This achievement would not have been possible without them. She's honored to share this moment with her fellow classmates and now fellow doctor colleagues embarking on the next chapter of their optometry career. Friends and family, please join me in congratulating Berkeley Optometry's class of 2026.
I suspect that some of you got told by your graduate to not embarrass them and not to shout out as they walked across the stage. Thank you to those of you that ignored that. It made it very lovely and special. Okay, now as our graduation ceremony nears this closing, I'd like to take a few moments to thank those that have made this glorious celebration possible. Okay, I think we have a little bit of a glitch in the notes here. Thank you. Thank you very much. To the Admissions and Student Affairs Office, Development and Alumni Relations, Marketing and Communications and Facilities teams. And to our student, staff and faculty volunteers, the smiling faces dressed in bright blue shirts today, who helped make this event possible and epitomise the spirit of paying it forward here at Berkeley. Thanks all for making this day so special for the 2026 graduating Vision Science and Optometry students. Let's thank them all. It's traditional for new graduates to pledge to uphold the highest ethical standards of practice by taking the Berkeley Optometric Professional Oath. Graduates, please find the oath in your program. It's an honour to now call Dr. Rochelle Lynn, President of the California Optometric Association, to the podium to lead the oath.
Graduates, or might I dare say, doctors of the class of 2026. It is my greatest honor on behalf of the California Optometric Association to congratulate you and welcome you as colleagues to our noble profession. We are excited for you to join our ranks and deliver the amazing care for patients that you have learned here at UC Berkeley. I would now like to ask the optometry graduates, along with any optometrists, either with me on stage or in the audience, to please stand, raise your right hand, and recite the Berkeley Optometric Oath with me, which you can find on the last page of your program. I swear that to the best of my ability and judgment, I will practice the art and science of optometry faithfully and conscientiously and to the fullest of my ability. I will render my services fully and honestly and with concern and compassion, and I will strive to see that none shall lack proper vision care. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those clinicians and scientists in whose steps I walk, and I will gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will strive to increase my knowledge and broaden my skills throughout my career so that I am always capable of providing the highest standards of vision care. I will uphold and honorably promote by example and action the highest standards, ethics, and ideals of my chosen profession. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings and will work to expand access to quality care and improve health equities for all communities. I hereby commit myself to be steadfast in the performance of this, my solemn oath and obligation as a graduate of the Herbert Wertheim School of Optometry and Vision Science. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Lin. Graduates, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the President and the Chancellor, I grant you the degree of Doctor of Optometry from the Herbert Wertheim School of Optometry and Vision Science at UC Berkeley. May you go forward and embrace the privileges and responsibility that this degree bestows. Graduates, you are the best and brightest. You earned your entry into the greatest public university in the country, and you earned your degrees through hard work and talent. You are graduating in challenging and uncertain times. You are entering a world in need of solutions to urgent medical, social, environmental, and cultural problems. A great deal will be required of you, including patience, perseverance, and even courage. But with your talent, creativity, and commitment to public service, we are certain not only that you will succeed, but that you will help to make this world better through the skills you have learned, your respect for evidence and reasoned argument, your respect for others and for the environment, and your willingness and ability to understand complex issues and the desire to offer novel solutions. I hope many things for you, but in particular, I hope you never lose your awe and reverence for the extraordinary nature of vision. Leonardo da Vinci, who lived from 1452 to 1519 and is among the most influential artists in history, said that sight is the most perfect of all of our senses. I hope you live your life with confidence grounded in humility. Continue to shine brightly, care deeply, and lead with kindness. As you graduate today, do so knowing you have built an incredible foundation as a proud member of the class of 2026. In closing, I would ask you to make the following commitments to ensure a long and fulfilling professional life. Be committed to lifelong learning. Be committed to your patients' needs and well-being. Be committed to fighting for a fairer and more just healthcare system. Be committed to giving back to your profession, your community, and your alma mater. We here at the school wish each and every one of you great success and look forward to seeing you often over many years to come. In closing, I have a few housekeeping items. In just a few moments, we'll have a formal reception. I'll lead the faculty, honoured guests and new graduates to Minor Beach Plaza for our reception. Guests in attendance today should please remain seated until all the faculty and graduates have exited the auditorium. Once we've recessed, please take your belongings and follow us to the Herbert Wertheim School of Optometry and Vision Science. Thank you all again. Congratulations, go Optometry, go Bears and Fiat Lux.